So I'm Julie Castle. I'm the CEO of Best Friends Animal Society, and I am from Utah. And our organization was founded about 40 years ago by a group of friends who had the grit and determination to carve out what's now on almost 40,000 acres, which is a ranch in southern Utah near Zion National Park. And they did this with their own hands. And the thing is, the organization has grown way beyond Utah. And in fact, we've got life-saving centers all over the country. But the thing that makes Best Friends truly unique is that innovation piece, that they could see the future, that they knew that back then in our municipal shelters, 17 million animals were losing their lives every year. And so we set out to create a network of shelters all across the country, which has made us really special because we have reach into nearly every community in this country. And those are the communities that are governed by state and local government. And the animals that are dying in America's shelters today, you know what the biggest barrier is for us? It's not that people don't want to adopt. It's not really that people don't want to spay and neuter their pets. There are other issues that contribute to it, but the biggest issue are terrible laws and policies. Terrible laws and policies lead to animals dying in shelters. And I'll ask you, like I ask everybody else, how many people have a picture of their pet on your phone? Okay, like everybody in the place raises their hand. That's because 80% of Americans have pets. Your constituents care about this issue. They care about saving the lives of dogs and cats in America's shelters. And we are sort of the modern day Dr. Dolittle, I will say. And we are really focused on changing those bad laws and policies. For example, this year, we had a couple of really huge wins. In Texas, Governor Abbott signed a law that prevented breed discriminatory legislation or breed discrimination in public housing. And basically that means that there are laws in this country that say if your dog looks like a certain breed, then you can't have that dog, which is insane that we have laws like that. Well, that passed in Texas, and here in Florida, Ron DeSantis, similar situation, except that Miami-Dade and Sunrise had this terrible breed ban that had been in place for almost 40 years. That got overturned, as well as the entire state no longer has a breed ban. So the last way that you can really help, and come and visit our booth because we've got the best swag in the whole joint, is cats. Cats die in shelters in very large numbers. And would you believe that some places have leash laws for cats? I mean, if I tried to put a leash on my cat, I wouldn't have any eyeballs. So if you want to help save the lives of cats, come and visit our booth because we have an alternative to spending money on going out, seeing a cat that's not on a leash, rounding it up and killing it, and spending taxpayer dollars to do that. There's a lot of crazy stuff that happens. And by leveraging our policymakers and the work that you all do, we can save a lot of lives together. And we can truly get to the day where when Best Friends was started, 17 million animals were dying. We're at about 380,000 now. We can solve this. This is a cause that everybody can get behind. And I promise you, your constituents are very passionate about it. Thank you for allowing me to be here today. Really appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you at our Yappy Hour.